Let's go, Blue. Do you? Damn, that reminded me of something. You sent me a clip like a week ago. Blue. Actually, I have to search my Discord messages to find stuff. What is this? Hold on. You know what's funny? This is what part of what I wanted to talk about, but okay, hold on. I'm so nervous. Like, what? This is when I played Crom. Most people don't know about this. What is this? Dude, I got hit by that?
Like, literally nowhere near this shit. Why?
Dang, I was angry. What's going on? I outspaced that? Man, I'm trash. What is this? Knowing me, I already know what happened. I get tight. I start saying what's gonna happen out loud. I want to start watching this. I'll watch this on my own time. This is so long ago. Look at my hair.
Bro, this is not a play style. Like, this is not a play style. Like,
oh,
I
no.
don't understand, like...
What's going on?
Damn, please.
Ooh. Dan was kind of cooking me. Hold on. This was 3 years ago. Business was good. Choco Donuts was good. Oh, I died. I didn't even try to recover. That's how I know I was tight. Dude, Wi-Fi is so like...
Here?
Have y'all ever seen me do that? By the way, did y'all see the what people call the ZD hand motion? Hold on. It's not even because I'm mad at anything, but what the opponent's doing. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, bro, if I can say here, like,
here?
what is that, man? Okay, anyway. I'll watch the rest of it later. Y'all know what's crazy? So the other day, right? Oh wait, hold on. Before I start talking. You know what I wonder? Two things. Oh, it's up. Yeah, we're just gonna play this. How loud is this though? Oh, it's pretty loud. About to hop on Street Fighter 6? Nope. Oh, it's good, Porkers. I'm here ready to listen. Hold on, how loud is it? Oh, man. Any of y'all know what this is? This song's from? I'll give y'all a grand total of $1. Okay, maybe not any of y'all, because I don't know who's in here, and I know that I've been playing it with people. What is this music? Can't tell you yet. I'll tell you in like a minute. I have to message someone really quickly. Ooh. Alright. Bro, tune, like, is this not Huck? Bro, chill. That's a lot of dollars. That's two. What the heck? Alright. So there's two things I want to talk about, because there's always two things I want to talk about. I'm not sure which one I want to talk about first, though. I don't know if I'll talk about plateauing, because I don't have anything like ready in the background for this. But I do have something ready for the... Okay, so look, this is what happened, right? The other day I was watching this compilation. I don't even know how I got on this compilation, because I don't really watch these. Like, I don't really watch like Smash content that's not like tournaments. But I was watching this, right? And it gets to this point, right? Okay, I thought the music was loud, but I wasn't sure how loud. No way this isn't perfect. Oh, what are you doing, bro? Can't eat my bread. Okay. Yeah, so I was watching this the other day, right? Orange cat behavior, definitely. And I came across this, right? Do the side B, up B, we do the side B again, right? Side B, they mash, they do side B, and then, why do we do that? What is that? What was that? Why do we up air? And I'm sitting there and I'm watching this and I'm like, a lot of things had to have gone through your head for this to like occur. Like, thing number one, you probably thought, yeah, no way they gonna mash up B or side B for the 80th time in a row. They've been doing it literally since 16%. Like, why would you stop doing it? I don't understand. Like, why would you not just side B again? Like, why would you not just wait? Okay, cool. Maybe you think they're gonna change it up, right? Why did we choose up air? What would that even do? That puts that just hits them in the air. It's not like it takes their stock. It's not like it like puts them in an awful position. Like, Mac isn't great in the air, but there's so many other positions you could have put him in that's like way worse. And we just go for up air, like, out of nowhere. Like, it wouldn't take the stock. Like my brain, when I watched this, like, I actually like got upset, and I was like, I'm making a video about this. I'm so serious, because there's so many times where I'll watch people when they're playing, or I'll coach people and I'm playing them, or I'm playing someone, any of those, right? And I keep doing the same thing and it keeps working. But I'll watch other people and they'll hit me with something and then they won't try to do it again. And I'm like, why didn't we try it again? And I'll like ask people and they'll say, yeah, man, I just didn't think you would get hit by that again. Huh? Thanks. That's usually my, I'm like, thanks. Like, you think that I'm good. Sure. Like, whatever good means. You think that I'm good. So you gave me the benefit of the doubt that I wouldn't get hit by the thing you already hit me with. You already hit me with it. Yeah, but I didn't think it would happen again. So you're just not gonna do it? You're just gonna eliminate it from your game? Like, I don't have to think about it anymore? It's just suddenly, oh, alright, well, it hit him once, it's never gonna work again. But how is it that when I'm playing you and you keep doing the same thing and I keep choosing the same option and it keeps working, I don't think to myself, yeah, man, they're not gonna do it again. I'm just like, bro, they're just gonna keep doing it. Like, I've hit them, I've taken their stock for it. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm aware of something that they aren't. And I think that is something that a ton of players have problems with. They don't believe that they're aware of something that the opponent is not. And a bunch of players will play the game and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, but they could do this, right? And I've talked about this before, right? They have it in their head that their opponent could do this, and their opponent they could have absolutely no clue what's going on. Where you have like an idea of something that they're gonna do, and you know what brings out that idea or that habit of theirs, and they don't know what brings it out. So sometimes it's like, there was like a very specific one that I can't show right now, but there was a player that I was playing one time, and if they played Lucina, if they ever immediately up B to the ledge, they would always ledge jump right afterward. I know that is a very specific and is really weird. So if they like took their time off stage and they did like jump and then side B and like stalled, they wouldn't do jump from ledge. But if they ever immediately did up B, like they just did ching, they would always jump from ledge. And it's just something I noticed. I was like, that is a really weird thing that's happening, but it's happening. So I'm just going to punish them jumping from ledge anytime I immediately see them up B. And it just kept working forever. Like, it just kept working. I didn't think to myself, hey, I've been punishing it. They're aware of it now. They're going to stop doing it. I'm like, hey, I'm going to keep doing this until you show me something otherwise. Like, so we go back to this clip, and I'm watching, and I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, I see what's gonna happen in this clip. This Donkey Kong is just gonna keep side being, and then eventually do the punch thing, right? Like, that's what I was thinking. Oh yeah, like, we do the side B again, it's lit. And then this up air comes out, and I'm like, why did you do that to yourself? What? Like, this was all you. And then, you know what's even crazier? Which really made me like, I was like, bro, I gotta boot up. I gotta boot up. Larry posted this tweet earlier. And this is how I know Larry's a good player. Why would I stop? You as the opponent have not shown me that you can get past this. So I'm just gonna keep doing it. There's a lot of people like laughing or like saying like funny stuff like frame perfect combo and stuff like that, but like this happens very often where like players are playing someone, the opponent that they're playing can't deal with an option, and they know that they can't deal with an option, and they just stop doing it at some point. And it's like, why did you stop? Yeah, man, I thought they would like counterplay. What counter? Like, they're struggling. Yeah, like, see, you overthink stuff in bracket and assume they're gonna counter eventually. I need to see it. If y'all don't show me it, I don't care. I need to see it. Now, let's preface this. There are obviously situations where like people save reads and stuff. But this is more for like I a lot of times when I like talk about this stuff and make these videos, I'm not talking about like the super top level gameplay. Like, I'm sure nobody that's like omega top level is watching this stuff because they're like, bro, like, this is so obvious, right? And like, they already know all of this. But like, when I'm like watching like the mid level, like mid high level, I'm like let's say this example was like up airing with Fox, right? Like, and you hit them with like 80 up airs, and you're like, they're gonna air dodge this time, and then they don't, and they just land, and you're like, I thought they were gonna, like, where did that thought come from? Like, what did the opponent do to tell you that they were gonna do something different? Because usually, like, and this is the fun part, is there's sequences in Smash, right? So like earlier I mentioned the Lucina up B into like immediate jump, right? Like immediate up B, immediate jump. Especially in advantage state, like when your opponent is in disadvantage. Thanks, Raffle. Like the way they drift tells you certain things. The way where they use their double jump tells you certain things, right? And you can go like, oh, when you drift this way, like you tend to land with the button, but when you drift closer to the ledge, you tend to just land and not press anything, right? And those are things that you can see while you're playing. Like you can actively like pay attention to the way they're drifting, or like, hey, whenever you get hit and you don't have a double jump, you always swing on the way down. Like there's a lot of players like that, where you hit them out of their double jump on the way down, very large majority of players will swing. They'll just press a button. And it's like, hey, you could have learned that before they press the button. You would learn from them like losing their double jump. You go, okay, here it goes, button press. And you don't have to change that until they double jump and don't press the button. So if you start positioning yourself like, hey, I'm a shield first, right? Like I'm a shield this, assuming it's like punishable, the button's punishable on shield. Position myself, shield, take a small punish, right? Then we start getting a little, hey, I'm gonna parry this, right? Like let them know I'm on to this, like get a larger punish. If you're able to like move to where they're drifting and press a button and they still press a button, then they're just not aware that that's like something that they do. They legitimately don't know. So preemptive adaptation is bad? Like how can you know when you can play dumb like this? Dude, you know what? I'm glad you asked that. Give me a second. I actually have a perfect set for this. A perfect set for this. But I need to figure out which one it is. Because it's a Tweak vs Spargo set. Which one did Spargo won at main stage, right? Sis, you can go. And then after this, I'll talk about why people feel like they plateaued. Okay, did you see that jump? I don't know why I remember like where this is. This jump happens a lot. You see how it started with just a nair, right? It was just like, oh, we do a nair and like we catch that jump. We need to get hit left side because I specifically remember it being on the left side very often. If you get to 13 million GSP, do you think you can win SmashCon? Potentially. There's this very specific situation that kept happening. Title has me hooked. I'm working on my title game. My bad. I will be talking about that in a moment, but yeah. This is a mad long set. Can't wait to digest this video and still suck. Never knows. Sometimes people like say like weird stuff and it like transforms the way you think about things. This jump. Oh, we lost for that. Sparrow didn't think to himself. He's not gonna do this jump. I knew the moment I saw it, I was like, the jump's coming. He didn't think to himself, he's not gonna do this jump. He said, oh, he's gonna do the jump here, right? Mind you, this happens a lot throughout the set. Did he stop? Did he go, you know what? Tweak is incredible at the game. Tweak is so good. He's not gonna do the jump next time. He said, bro, he keeps doing this jump, I'm gonna keep smacking this jump. Like, it's the same jump. It's like Sparkle's not thinking to himself, yeah, man, you know, I hit Tweak for this a couple times and, you know, Tweak like that, so I need to do something else completely different. Like, you're like, bro, I'm slapping this jump until you stop doing the jump. And you know what's crazy? He keeps doing the jump, and Sparkle keeps hitting the jump. He tried to hit it again, he just mistimed it. I remember watching this set at home, and I was like, Tweak is legitimately giving him stocks. Like, giving him stocks. It's not important until... What about higher commitment stuff? Why would you do something higher commitment? Until, like, you need to. Right? Like, why would you... If you're not, like, closing out a game or, like, closing out a set, why would you need to do something like that? I don't think it happens again this game. It might. I don't think so, though. I don't recall it happening again. Top players having happens like this is very... I say it all the time. Like, every top player, everyone has habits. We're all just like, the better you get, the better you are at like there's the jump again. The better you are at like not letting them come out too often and like playing around them. I think at this point Tweak was actually like scared of Spargo. So when Tweak gets like really nervous and he doesn't know what to do, a lot of his really bad habits come out. That was good. I think he wins a game off of it. Or wait, where did it start from? Not this game. It's not this game. Does your have to be perfect? Everyone's beatable. Yep. Happens so magically go away even when we get better. Yeah, it's like there's a jump again, and we're still scouting it. We're 4 games into this set and we're still looking for it. Like, we're still looking for it that far in. And it's because he hasn't shown them enough, like, hey, I'm willing to do something completely different here. Like, at least something that really makes you like change the way you approach the situation. Also, Shrek, I'll get to your yours in a moment. go game 5. Still looking for it. I don't recall it happening on this stage. I more so recall it happening a ton on Small Battlefield. Yeah. Also, a lot of people, this is like mad random, but a lot of people don't understand like what makes them good at the game. Like, I know what makes me good at the game specifically. It's just I have it like a crazy memory. like a pretty good memory when it comes to certain things. I remember thinking Tweak might win the tournament here. I wouldn't even say any of these are like the jump I'm specifically talking about. That's one. That wasn't like the thing about this is like that wasn't even like a forced to jump, right? Some people would say he had to jump because of Blade Beam, but you really didn't. Like, I feel like you have a higher chance of living if you go low than if you like if you air dodge through it and go low than if you try to jump over it. I don't know. He's like really jumpy, and my bad. I was wrong because it did happen once on Smash Bros. Just Raph. Essentially, like, the premise of it is like there's things that people do that works, and then at some point, for some reason, they just tell themselves that it's not gonna work anymore. They like adapt to nothing. It's like, how did you adapt? Like, then nothing happened. Anyway, y'all get the point, right? Like, even top players, like, they'll see something and they'll keep looking for the same thing because they're like, until it's like proven, like, okay, they're really not going for this anymore. I'm looking for it. Ain't no way. Which is so interesting to me and very opposite of the way that like Tweak thinks about things a lot of times. Because he like factors in how like he's like so confident in like his ability to win in neutral that a lot of times he won't like take certain risks. And it's like, I get it, but I also don't get it. Like, Spargo almost always jumps from ledge, right? Like, especially back then. Like, he's changed it a little bit more, but like, and especially at Hypersense, like almost always jumps from ledge. It's kind of crazy. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, dude, just hit it. Like, that's what is that, twice in a row? Ow, don't. Got a job interview? Congrats. Hope it goes well for you. Did Spargo hit the ledge? I forgot what I was looking for. He rolled. I got mixed. Alright, he's at what, 91? If he gets put on ledge, I would bet money. Bet money. How much you want to bet? on jump. How much do you want to bet? I actually don't want to bet that much here, specifically because of this setup. It's something that Tweak does a lot, where like shoots a peanut, and he's looking for people to jump, and he'll do run, like forward jump, like forward toss banana and forward air it. So I'm a little nervous the Sparkle won't jump, but also it's jump. Like it's jump. Raph, are you going on Tuesday? Talk to me about this dollar. Talk to me about this dollar. But nah, for real, like I would be willing. Poll? Alright, we're gonna do a quick poll. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at poll. How do we poll? Poll. Hello? Poll. Jump? Hold on. I'm in there. I'm creating a minute. Alright, it's up. Alright, while we're here, let's go back. So Shrek said, no, like doing something over and over, that's higher commitment. Like you keep dash attacking out of the corner because you know they have back corner pressure. It's high commitment but high reward. I don't know what character that is, so I can't necessarily answer that because some characters' dash attacks are not commitment, especially against certain characters. Like if Wolf dash attacks Fox, can't punish it if it crosses up. So it kind of depends. Game is situation by situation. You can take the blade. What is up with this? Fair enough, actually. Do you think? Okay, Cheddar. Do you think Spargo jumps here? Okay. Despite everything I know about like this setup and that sometimes he looks for like the jump after this, and Spargo's probably aware of that, I'm still gonna bet he jumps. Now if he does neutral get up, I'm gonna be so annoyed because this peanut is how he beat Proto Game 5 at Summit. Neutral get up is Spargo. Dude, Spargo jumps so much. But this was Spargo months ago. This was main stage. And I remember thinking to myself, like, bro, please hit his jump. He hit it. You know what's crazy about him hitting it? Should've killed him.
You got me, Void W.
And that's what I don't understand about Tweak specifically, but obviously he's better than I am, right? So when I like see things like that, I'm like, I know you know that Spargo's gonna jump. Like, and I get like saving reads, but you're Diddy Kong. Like, what do you really like? Your jump punish is not gonna be that crazy from the distance that you're consistently ledge trapping from. So why don't you like condition? Like there's jump again, right? Like why don't you condition them to do something that will like get you the stock? There's jump again. It's like I just don't get it. Like he would rather hold center and bet on him like just winning neutral again than like take the hit. Fudge? I might add a fudge command. Song? If I send you the song, you have to promise not to be disappointed. Wait. Did you actually get it right? I want to see. Oh, my bad. But yeah, like what I don't understand, what I don't understand is why I will see like this happen and I'm like, yeah, Larry, I respect that. This is what I'm talking about. They don't know how to deal with it. Especially for something like this. Like, it's just Fox there. Like, there's very specific counterplay to it. There's no answer to Fox doing that. That's not true. You want me to go through all the different answers? I want to. All right, I'm over it. I'm over it. This makes me so mad. And you know what I do like, appreciate about this clip? Is this Inkling is trying different things, right? We tried get up attack, we mistimed it. We tried something. We tried get up attack again, we mistimed it. But we tried up air. No, like we tried something. We tried jump. Like, okay. I'm about to just put something right. Name a set that's not Void Spargo and that's not Spargo Leo, because I already did that. I mean, we time get up attack correctly, it wins 20 out of 20 times. There's no timing mix up on Larry's part at all. Spargo, Skyj, Leo, Gluto, Spargo, Skyj at Collision. Where do they play? Which one? Alright, guys, I'm typing to the old editor. Okay, I'm thinking chat, what's your favorite light set? Light MVD Fall Fest? That's a good set. Light now, are you talking about the Ganon one? That's not a good set. Your favorite light set from 2022 or 23? You could roll, but you would have to roll as he's jumping, and even still, you still might get dash attacked. In fact, you wouldn't have to roll as he's jumping. You would have to roll as he's landing. I know it sounds weird, simply because Mutate's Light, that's a good tournament. I mean, a good tournament. That's a good set. I might throw that on. The set where Tweak Miss Banana asked Smash. That was tough. That was tough. I might do Light Mutates. That drill was fire. That Light Tweak Genesis set was fire too. Do you know why you have to do it as they're landing though, instead of as they're rising? Fox fast fall is so fast that if he does that in air, if you roll, you can dash attack you. Like rise then fall, dash attack, right? Y'all see my mouse? Yeah, okay, sick. Rise, fall, dash attack. Boom. But if you do it as he's falling, this is you knowing that he's going to do the jump again, right? Because all he's doing is jumping and just doing like he's not like thinking, right? The reason you do it as he's falling is because it gives you more time. So he'll fall, jump again, then fall again. So you have like a little bit more time where you could get away with a roll. If you do it as he's rising, like if you're waiting to react to see Fox in the air and you roll, you're going to get hit. But if you go, I think that they're going to do jump nair again. I'm going to roll when they hit the ground. Or like when they're on their way to the ground and they press jump again, then you should be fine. Also, that is a way to like help you think about situations. Because Voight said something earlier in the chat, like if Fox has to double jump to deal with like my ledge jump, then that's a W. It's true. Like, for what this situation is, it's just Fox staring at the ledge, right? And that's what you see. He's just going like this. And that's it. But when you look at it for what it is, it's like, okay, at this specific rhythm, he's doing nairs. I can time get up attack to get through it. I could jump and take the nair and make him like have to change the way he's doing the ledge trap, or I could roll and make him change the way he's doing the ledge trap. There's also like you could ledge drop and like actually some characters can just hit him for it. I think Inkling would just trade up air with nair. Would they jump nair ledge trump? Dang, that sounds crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that even possible? Who got reverse 3-0? I'm down to put on lights on, but the light do the thing. Is this top 8? Like I can't even tell. I feel like I don't recall this being top 8. Alright, over here we go. Almost knocked my water over. I would have been so upset. Like, so upset. Okay, so y'all got clickbaited into my wonderful title. And you're wondering, how in the world do I not get plateaued? Or like, I hit my peak, I don't know what to do. It feels like every change I make doesn't do anything. I'm still losing. Changing just for the sake of changing won't improve you, like, one, as a person, but also two, like, result wise, right? Like, if your goal is like, I'm gonna change this because what I'm currently doing isn't working, that's not how that works. You have to have like a concrete idea of what will like help you. So in Smash, there's a lot of times where you feel like you're doing everything right, but you're losing. So clearly something's wrong, right? Like, how is it that I'm right, but I'm losing? As a player, you need to like be able to identify why you're losing. You're losing. Like, did I necessarily have to go for the parry? The parry puts me at risk, and it gives me an up tilt, which is fantastic, right? And depending on percents, it could be a lot of damage. But is there any other way to go about the situation where you know that Rob is going to nair you? One, I'm out. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not even gonna try. Like, I'm gonna run across the stage and like shoot a laser or something. We gonna try again, right? Even if you're not getting big damage off of it, you know what you aren't getting? You aren't getting hit. So now, the Rob player is thinking, I can't land these nairs and I keep getting hit by laser. This is frustrating. One of two things is going to happen. They're either going to keep trying to nair you or they're going to do something else. If you can get them to do something else, even simply by just shooting laser every time you think they're going to nair, it's up. Because if your issue was dealing with the nair, you've successfully solved your issue. You've problem solved. You figured out what to do. It may not be the best solution, but it's a solution. When you're playing, you need to be able to figure out solutions. Problem solving is like one of the biggest things that builds you as a player. And a lot of the best players, like, they have solutions. They just find solutions. First issue is trying to punish Rob Nair. I mean, it's punishable. It's a little risky sometimes. Sometimes it's more riskier than others. But generally, you should be able to go about like each situation thinking to yourself, okay, this is what's happening. How am I going to do it? Like, how am I going to go about it? Now, getting into the why can be a lot more complex. Because there's no way for you to truly know why someone's doing what they're doing unless like they just straight up tell you and they're not lying to you. Yeah, both of those have to be true. Like, they tell you and they aren't lying to you. So when you're playing, actually, what's really funny is I was talking to someone. I can always bring up like anecdotal things, but I was talking to someone. I was like, hey, you need to figure out what you think is the reason that they're doing something, so that when you see something occur, you already know what's going to happen next, because your brain is like, oh, the reason that they're doing this is because of this. So maybe it's a positioning thing, like where you are on the stage. Maybe it's after they get hit by certain moves, they react certain ways, certain angles make them do certain things. There's a lot of different reasons that people can do certain things. And the person goes, what if my reason is Lucina does F smash on this part of Smashville because it's blue and they blend in with the background and they like it and they like the way it looks? And I said, well, as long as they keep doing F smash in that spot, your reason's fine. It doesn't even matter. Like, because you've told your brain, like, they're going to do this at this spot, and they're consistently doing it. Now, when that changes, that's on you to change, right? So when you're trying to, like, break, feeling like you're plateaued, generally it's just that you don't either have enough knowledge of certain situations or certain characters, or you're very stuck in the way that you want to play the game. And I think one of the easiest ways to break plateauing, this is going to sound insane, but it's to play a character you hate. If you're playing against a character and you're like, dude, like, they're so carry, like, I can't believe this, like, all they're doing is this, they're not even really thinking, pick the character up. You don't, not for a long time, just try playing them, because it'll give you perspective on the things that you hate, and maybe the things that you hate aren't that bad. I used to hate Wolf. I hated Wolf, and then I picked up Wolf, and now I'm like, you know, it's actually way harder than I thought to land these forward airs. Like, way harder than I thought to land these forward airs. People who know that I want to forward air, it feels like impossible to hit them with forward air. Like, I have to get so creative. Or like when I wanted to play like Lucina for a little bit, I was like, oh, all I have to do is swing my sword. And then I was swinging my sword and people kept shielding, and I was like, wait, how do I get damage? I don't understand. If they shield every time I jump in the air, how do I hit them? What? So you'll start to gain more perspective on the game, and like, maybe the thing that you hate is like easily deal withable. Like, oh, okay, is that even a word? Deal withable? I mean, that's 2 words, but is that like a withable? Is withable a word? Anyway, that's how you learn Luigi and Donkey Kong are trash. Yeah. You like think you're like mad because they're like grabbing you, and then you try to play them, and then you try to grab people, and you're like, bro, what? Or like, you're mad because it feels like Donkey Kong's living forever, and then you play against someone and they know how to deal with Donkey Kong, and they're just edge guarding you, or they're juggling you for 200, or they're putting you in the ledge and not letting you off, and you're like, oh, well, maybe I should get better in those areas of my game. Also, another way to get over like feeling like you're plateaued is you need to, and this is hard for most people, is you have to be able to be like real with yourself. If you aren't winning majors, super majors, like, and even if you are, there's still a lot of improvement to be done. So if you're going like 1-2 at a local, and you're like, I feel like I'm stuck and I will never get better, okay, that's not true, because anyone can get better. It's just, you just have to put the effort in. And 2, you need to know where to look. Now that's where it gets hard, right? Because there are a ton of people who watch the game a ton and they study the game a ton. Like you could use commentators, right? A lot of commentators, they study the game, they watch the game, they're talking about the game, and they know a ton about the game, and then they try to play and they're like not that great. Like, they're good, but they're not like one of the best players in the world, right? Wait, how do you be real with yourself without also self-deprecating? That's just like a life mental thing. And I don't know, it's different for everyone, but for me personally, if something happens in the game and I'm like not good at like covering it, I'm just like, oh, I need to work on that. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, not being good at something, it just means there's room for you to grow. That's lit. Do you think specifically playing a character you hate in bracket is more valuable than just playing them? I think when you dislike a character, usually you dislike certain things about them, and when you play as them, you're gonna try to do them because you're like, I hate this move. This move's broken. I'm just gonna do this because this is what they do. And then you're gonna try and be like, wait. But when you just like pick up a character just because, and you just want like you just want to learn them, there's like a curiosity there. Sometimes people, Beep fan, sometimes people like, dang, Zombo was kind of gaming, no? That's a good angle coverage. Sometimes people do that and they actually find out that they like the character. I learned after hating Wolf O'Donnell for the first like year of the game that I actually really love Wolf O'Donnell. That character is lit. My enjoyment and improvement makes that a lot easier. Yeah, if you're one of those people that like just want to do things and like get good at things just for the sake of being good at them, then it gets a lot easier to like deal with like being bad at things and like your mistakes and your losses. Have with somebody in your region with Steve. Yeah. I'm so scared that this video is gonna lead to people picking up Steve and Kazuya because they hate him. Whoops. Bro, I hate this character. And then suddenly everybody's on them. I'll be like, oh, my bad. Big part is confidence for you. Came at the locals and been losing plays. You know you're better than, but don't trust your game plans and instincts. So here's another thing about plateauing. There's a lot of different areas in the game that you need to be good in. And I'm also going to make a video about this very soon. It's called like the macro and micro smash or something like that. I haven't like fleshed out the title yet. Got the thumbnail already though. There's a lot of different areas you need to be good in to win at least tournament sets. Like playing like casuals and stuff, you can just kind of do what you want because you're practicing, right? You're not in a mode where you're playing to win. You're in a mode where you're playing to improve while winning, which is pretty tough to do. Sorry, I got so lost in this light set. Like, this is actually entertaining because I don't remember who wins here. So to me, this is like almost fresh. Ooh, don't dare. But that's how we, no, good DI. Oh, good air dodge. No way we grab. You're crazy. So confident. Like, no way I grab there. No way. I'm so scared to jump or spot dodge. We win. Oh. That grab was so scary. What was I talking about? Oh, it's lit. Summer skin. What's light, Mr. E? Level up? Wasn't this like a wash? That's the other song, sure. Relic Farm A. Dude, what was I talking about? I remember. Okay, yeah. There's so many different areas of Smash that you need to be good in. And playing Wait, did Mr. E win this? I'm trolling. Never mind. Light and Tweak played in winners finals, right? Never mind. Okay. There's so many different areas of Smash you need to be good in, like micro-wise and macro-wise. So like to give an example of like macro situations, it would be like advantage state is like a macro situation, right? Like there's so many different parts to advantage state. Like you can say like advantage state, neutral, and disadvantage are like macro. Unless you want to take it into like an entire set, in which case it's like conditioning and like a bunch of other stuff, right? Like saving reads, all that could be like considered macro, right? But you also need to be good at the micro interactions within each of those. So let's say like your advantage state is really good against floaty characters because you play Lucina and you have a sword, so you swing up air and they can't fast fall fast enough. So you get another chance in your vertical disadvantage, right? It's lit. But when you play against Fox as Lucina, it feels like they're always getting to the ground because you only get one chance to swing at them. It's because those are two completely different things as far as your opportunities. So when you fight like Peach as Lucina, you're chilling, right? When you fight
Backhands the ads.
Oh man. You know what I just realized? Can't see the stock count. If you dislike Joker and Cloud, and you just pick them up, yeah, try playing them. But you have to know what you hate about them. But you can't just be like, I dislike them as characters for no reason, so I'm gonna pick them up. You need to be like, I dislike Cloud's back air pressure in the corner, and then you play them, and when you get someone in the corner, you try to back air pressure someone, and if they're very well versed versus Cloud, they'll probably get out more often than not, or at least they'll give you ideas of how, like, ways to deal with it. So someone in my region hates Fox. He plays Wolf and Falco, and sometimes he plays Fox, and he's like, I don't get how Fox does that. And I think it's helped out a lot ever since he picked up Fox. Doesn't like hate Fox, but it's like, dude, what is going on? It's like, it's too fast. I'm like, it's honestly not that fast. And when you play Fox, you realize that it's fast, but it's not like, okay, some stuff's unreactable, but it's not like all unreactable fast. Okay, anyway. So, broken, agreed. So let's say like this Lucina example, right? That means that your vertical advantage or juggling state versus floaty characters who don't have very good landing options is good. That does not mean your juggling state is good. Those are two completely different things. Like your vertical advantage versus everyone isn't good. So when you play in bracket, there's a bunch of different characters you'll play against. And there are times where you'll have more success because you'll get more damage against floatier characters, but you'll play the fast faller characters, and it doesn't even have to be Fox. It'd be like Greninja or something. And you can't keep up damage-wise because you put so much stock into your vertical advantage state, right? What an up smash. What in the world? And you need to be able to identify that. Man, like, I can really juggle Lucina. I mean, not Lucina. I can really juggle Peach. I'm having an easy time juggling Zelda. But Mega Man? Greninja? Like, I can't. Or maybe you can't juggle characters with multiple jumps. Or maybe they're air drift when you're playing against Wolf, who's a fast faller. You can't juggle him because he just flies across the screen. It's like you need to be able to identify like what is making you struggle. And usually it's something like stat wise in the game, right? Or sometimes it's your mentality on certain things, or your confidence in certain options, like, or your confidence in your ability to execute on certain things. Like there are some people that will play and they're like, I know I should go for this and I know it's right, but I'm not gonna do it. I don't think I'll time it right. This is the lesson with AK. We talked about how you keep trying to punch snake buttons out of shield and he just goes, why do you think you have to do that? Yeah, like, I feel like there's a lot of things where people are learning to play the game and they see the game in such a specific way. Y'all ever see, somebody mentioned it earlier, the bell curve thing, where it's like, in Smash specifically, you start and you're choosing awful options. Like you're doing like triple roll, F smash, like, and it looks, you're like, bro, what? And you watch them, and if you're better, you're like, man, this person's awful. And then you get to like a mid-high level and you're like, I would never do triple roll up smash. And you like limit yourself to the way you see the game. And you get to top level and you see T do quadruple forward smash and it hits the buzz. If you saw not T do quadruple forward smash, most people would be like, that person's terrible. But because it's T and they're known to be good, it's like, dude, what? T's crazy. That's what good options, bro. Triple forward smash. Or quadruple or whatever it was. I think it was actually quadruple forward smash. He just did forward smash, forward smash, forward smash. Like some dashing forward smash. There's something about putting limiters on the way you see the game that just it like smokes your thinking. Which is another huge thing about, this is how I knew Light was playing well. Bro didn't jab or anything. He was like, I'm just gonna react. Single jab? Oh, we're tapped in. Chia. Help me. Help. This is when he unveiled the Sour Spot dash attack, right? They started doing it more. This? Yeah. I'm looking. What is playing in picture in picture? What is that? The Buzz T. The Buzz. Nice. When was the last time they played? What is picture in picture? Oh, I see. Interesting. Y'all are not gonna tell me that if y'all saw this player in your region, you'd be like, this dude nasty. Here we go. F smash, gets punished. F smash, spot dodge, F smash. This is one of the best players in the world. And when I coach people, I very often hear this statement. Oh man, that's a bad option. I shouldn't do that. Like, what gets me about this, like, do y'all see T in the camera? Look at this, look at this. F smash, gets hit, nods head, like, oh yeah, okay, woo. And then just starts F smashing again. And then fist bumps, yes. I did it. But T, again, has proved time and time again, knows how to win. Fantastic player. And T is a fantastic player. You know why? Because T has no limits on his brain, on the way that the game should be played, the way that he sees the game. He's like, I can do triple, quadruple, however many up smashes we did. I mean, 4 smashes we did. Why not? Who's to tell me otherwise? But I literally had a lesson today, and someone said, "Is air dodging to the ground like bad? Like, how would you get out of disadvantage?" And I'm trying to explain, like, it can be bad, because anything can be bad, right? Like, this could be bad if the buzz. I mean, you got hit for it, right? Like, if the buzz was brave enough to do run up shield, T dies, right? Like, it could be bad. He's also up 3 stocks to 1, so who cares? Like, oh, Aaron with the raid. Aaron, you've been playing Xenoblade? I think I saw the other day you were playing Xenoblade. Thank you. Like, there's no world, like, if I saw someone, right, and they were trying to get better at the game, and I saw them do this, I would just ask them why. Like, why did you do that? I'm not gonna say, oh my gosh, that was terrible. I'm gonna say, dude, why'd you do that? Because as long as there's, like, justifiable reason behind it, it's not a bad option. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons that people plateau, is because they think to themselves, I can't do that, that's bad. Like, I'll hear people say, oh man, like, I shouldn't do, like, neutral get up spot dodge. Neutral get up spot dodge is a scrub option. Does it work for the situation? It's a good option then. Oh man, like, double roll is so scrubby. Like, does it get you out of the situation that you're in? Like, if you're in some pressure and they're, like, cooking you, does it get you out? If it does, get me out. No. How many views does this have now? I'm genuinely curious. Dude. 57K of me just getting folded. All good. All good. Yeah, but definitely, like, don't feel that, like, you have to play the game a certain way or, like, think a certain way when you're playing, because you'll find, like, harder ways to solve your issues that you're having when you're playing. There'll be people who say, I was actually about to say something about neutral get up roll. I played someone earlier when I was doing a lesson with them. I did not mention neutral get up roll until the end of the lesson, when I was explaining to them, like, yeah, I know that you do this, but it's not bad that you do it. It's fine that you do it. The issue is I was hitting you for it and you were still doing it. That's when it becomes bad. Like, If you're doing something and you're like they're like, especially defensively, like if you're doing something defensively and you're getting hit for it to get out of a situation, then that means that they're very aware of like how you like to play defensively, so you need to be able to change that. The stream title is gonna put you into a midlife crisis. No, you're chilling, you're chilling, you're chilling, you're chilling. Like, okay, I'll pick 3 people. This will be the last thing I do for the stream. I'll pick 3 people and tell me why you feel like you're plateaued. The first 3 people. Actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't start typing that. Don't start typing that. Don't start typing. Don't start. Don't. Scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch that. Scratch that. Cut. Because I just thought about like how that's gonna play out. It's just gonna be like, paragraphs on paragraphs and be like, okay, let's do. Yeah, my bad. No, my bad. Because you suck. Okay, you know what? Let's start with that. Why do you feel like you suck? Both of you can answer. You know who else can answer? Raph. Answer as well. Because you said you were self-deprecating when you think about like, dang, Goblin's kind of moving. I mean, Omega. Why did I say Goblin? Skill issue. Oh. See ya. Oh my gosh, Joker. Oh, I'm so nervous. They haven't said anything since I asked them why they think. They said this is about to be. Oh. You started so late, we'll never catch up to the 2 tours. Just started playing Smash. Okay, so there's a lot of things that goes into that because there's people who start later and can catch up. Like that's just like a known thing that some people just start playing. Like that is Neural Cloud music. I haven't played that in so long. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, so there's people that started playing later and they skyrocket. Just kind of not skyrocket, right? Because let's say, like, when did you start playing, right? Because Moko's like one of those players who started playing who has already won a tournament, and all they did was play computers until they started going to tournaments, which was, I guess, maybe 2 years ago at this point. Yeah, and there are people like getting into Melee and other games. You started January 22nd of 2022. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. The good thing about catching up in games like this is when you're developing a game, it's way different than when you're like late into a metagame. So developing usually entails like coming up with new things and like solutions and options to deal with certain things. You can just look at what people are doing. It's been developed. You just look and you go, dang, that works. Like, especially as far as damage wise, like as far as like combo routes and stuff like that, catching up damage wise is so easy. It's so easy. So then you just need to figure out like how to play the rest of the game. And you're chilling. Okay, hold on. Bro's getting folded. So I wouldn't even like think about how late you started, because we used to suck. We used to be very bad at the game, and we're still working on not being bad at the game. Holy DI mix. Why do we ever hold in there? I guess Roy can't really recover if you hold away, right? But you still just hold in and react to down throw. Like, you just react to whichever throws slower. You don't mix up at all and you don't adapt to other people, or how can you fix that? This is legitimately like, I didn't do anything super special to get good at the game. And it actually took me a really long time. I say that all the time. But what I did do was I just asked myself a bunch of questions, like, but if your answer to something is I don't know, or like you're not willing to try something else, then you're gonna get stuck, which is why my stream title is what it is. You're not, like, I don't think you're plateaued, you're just confused. You legitimately don't know. Well, how do you focus on picking up their ledge options? Are you just looking at what they're doing? Are you looking at where you are in relation to what they're doing? Are you looking at what percent they are? Or are you looking at what percent you are? Some people get a little more aggressive off the ledge because they have reversal opportunities. Think like some foxes, if you're at like near up smash percent, they'll get aggressive off the ledge because they can reversal you for it. Or so like there's a lot of different reasons people do things. And if you're only looking at like they're doing this, I'm gonna do this, like there needs to be a little bit more depth to the thought. And that's why I said you start with what's happening, but you also need to be able to identify how and come up with your own reason why. And like, that's one area of the game, right? So let's say you're playing against a character that doesn't have to go to ledge. Think playing against Zero Suit or like Pikachu or like Steve or something like that. Rob that goes high. Wario that goes high. If you're only good at ledge trapping and they don't go to the ledge, how do you win? That means you need to get better at another area of your game. What area is that? Maybe you need to be better in neutral. Maybe you need to be better at catching landings or juggling, or, you know, because they're going high, they have to use resources to go high and they're above you. So generally for most characters, that's not the best position. So maybe get better at like dealing with the way that they land, positioning yourself to be able to hit them if they don't air dodge, but if they do, then you can still hit them. There's like a lot of different ways to improve, and I think as long as you like continue to ask yourself like questions after interactions, or like you're identifying yourself, hey, this situation seems to occur. And something I said earlier to one of the students I was on a lesson with was like, if you're asking yourself questions while you're playing, and you find yourself asking the same question against multiple players, then that's probably a sign that there's something that you aren't aware of, or something that you need to work on. You think Varving yourself your top? Yes. But I think comparing yourself to what top players doing, like in situations, is like broken. I think it's so unfair. Okay, Raph. Also, you could just like hit me up at a local. I just be chilling. What was the other one? You said, why can't I find this? You told me why you don't think you Oh, real answer is it feels like you don't have a chance to get advantage state going versus players good enough, or at least I don't have the chance to play to my strengths. Okay, so uh, couple things about that. We'll start with you don't get a chance to play to your strengths. A way to get better would be to change what you feel like your strengths are. So if you feel like the only thing that really like allows you to win is that your advantage state is really strong, but when you don't get that to happen, then you just lose. Are you okay with just losing, or are you just gonna get better in other areas of the game? Like, are you gonna get hit less in neutral, so it doesn't matter as much when you're getting hit in, or when you're not getting your advantage state going, right? Are you just like able to take it a little slower and just go tit for tat damage wise, or maybe increase your disadvantage so when you do end up getting hit, you're not taking as much damage as you should be. Like there's a few different ways you could even just approach like that situation alone, right? Like maybe it's not your that you don't get strong enough advantage states. Maybe it's that you aren't good enough in the other areas. Or we could take the other approach, and if you don't have a chance to get your advantage state good enough or going enough against good players, that means you probably aren't winning neutral enough. And when you are winning neutral, you're winning it with moves that you're not familiar with how to start an advantage state. And this is something that you need to learn when you're like really getting better. Everyone knows how to like when you start getting good, you know how to play your character, right? But when you start playing against good players, they know how you want to play your character. So you need to be able to be like, wait a second, like they're not just gonna let me land this forward air or nair on. I don't know if you play Roy, but Roy's on the screen. You said something about Roy earlier, but they're not just gonna let me land this like, hey, dash in, short hop, nair, it's up, huh? They're gonna be like, all right, well, I don't want to get hit by nair because that leads to me, eating a bunch of damage. Like, I'm down. I'm fine with getting hit with like down tilt at 0. Like, who cares? That just resets neutral. Like, and if you like watch sets, like, look at this. Like, we're just not getting hit by nair. Like, Goblin's just trying nair. Like, why would we get hit by that? We're not getting hit by that. Like, play now. Eventually, we'll make a mistake, right? We may get hit by it, but for the most part, like, you need to find different ways to start your offense. Goblin has tried getting his advantage started a bunch of different ways, but none of them are like ways that actually lead to advantage. So this will be your time to go, okay, well, the advantage that I get from this hit is like I move them to the corner. Or if you're playing against someone that's not like super, super good, even though you said good, like you hit them with, say, like that up B, and you notice that they jump after you hit them with up B. Like now you have a chance to deal with a landing trap or like go for a juggle, right? And there's like so many different ways that you could go about it, but you don't always have to start things with like your best option. Like we started our offense with Joker down tilt, and now we're struggling because we know how we get off the platform. That led to this offstage situation. Look how much damage we got just from landing a down tilt. Like that's how it all started, was that one down tilt, and then that's unfortunate. And then we just took our game a little bit further in like some unfamiliar situations, or maybe situations that Omega's familiar with, but maybe Goblin's not too familiar with. So maybe look into like what each hit does at like different percents, and like the angles that it sends people, and like what they do after you do certain hits. Which really should be every hit. You should know what like your opponent likes to do every time you hit them, but yeah. But you see, like that's the way I think about things. Like if I Ooh, Goblin, talk to him. Oh my god. Ah! This game sucks. That yeah, up Smash. I don't know, man. This game is yeah. That was a good set. Xerxel wins the tournament though. It's lit. Min woo wee. I actually wanted to watch that. I want to watch him versus Goblin too. I'll watch it another day because I'm about to go. But um, 42 reset. Um, yeah, like all you need to do, and that's why I think problem solving is like omega broken. Like it's like the easiest way to get better as a player is if you're able to consistently problem solve. Like you'll have less problems. I know it sounds really silly and like very simple, but it's actually that simple. Like if you're able to actively problem solve while you're playing, and maybe if you're not able to while you're playing, but you're able to when you VOD review, and then you can take that to the next time that you play, and then you keep repeating that, you'll be like, oh, I remember this situation. Like I've dealt with this a few times. Here's an option that I have for it. And you just keep building upon that and building and building and building, and suddenly you have an option for every situation, or you have 80 options for every situation. It's just whichever way you want to go about it, and it's lit. Yeah, I gotta go. Asking questions, celebrating small victories and improvements really help you stay excited. Yeah, like you're not gonna like, well, some people might, but for the most part, we're not skyrocket. Like we're not gonna just jump to being the best like immediately. It's just not how it works. It usually takes a lot of time and effort, and just because people don't see your time and effort doesn't mean it's not there. Like there's a lot of effort you can put in behind closed doors that people don't know about. I think when people see like go to tournaments, they want to show an expression of their labor. Like I put in this much work, I put in this much time and effort. I'm going to show this through bracket experience. But why do you need to do that? You know? And it's more of like, are you trying to show them or are you trying to show yourself? Because you should already know how much work and effort you put in. Bro. Hello, Super Smash Brothers? Should I apply to restream that Japanese tournament boot camp? I'm going to... This is going to be kind of a strange one for most people. I actually haven't talked to him in quite a bit. It's probably been over a year, but I want to rate Trihex. But I hope that you all got something out of it, even if it wasn't exactly what you're looking for. Are restreams for Kagaribi allowed? I'm not sure. You probably have to apply, like, or like ask someone. I can't stay up for Kagaribi. It's gonna be on like Saturday going into Sunday, and yeah, nah. Trox has been playing a lot of Smash recently. Plays Young Link, but I started watching him like over 10 years ago because he speed ran Yoshi's Story. That's like one of my favorite games growing up. Anyway, I am going to go now. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I should be back in 2 days. See you.